We run our kids up to the Walmart last year to see the Christmas village up there. We wasn't there more than 10 minutes. Somebody was already running a meth lab out of the gingerbread house. The hell? I mean, I love shopping at Walmart, but dadgum, that's like a meth maker's paradise in there, ain't it? Walmart's the only store in the world you can go and see somebody buying 16 boxes of cough syrup and some garden hose. Nobody thinks that's weird. You ever shot at Walmart after midnight? Holy smokes. Oh, they ought to charge a cover charge in there after midnight. Dadgum, it's like a casting call for Ripley's Believe It or Not in that place. If you've never been to the circus, go to Walmart after midnight. You're bound to see a couple of bearded women, a toothless wonder, and the fattest man in the world on a scooter up there. They got good deals after midnight, though. Last time I was up there after midnight, 75% off self-esteem. That's right. I walked in there like this. I walked out like this. I was like this. That's right. You can get everything at Walmart except good customer service. Holy smokes. Here's my impression of the hiring practices at Walmart. Let me ask you this. Have you ever cared about anything in your entire life? Ooh. No? All right, you start Tuesday, all right? We'll put you in the DVD department. My wife wanted to go to Walmart. She's trying to find the cheapest mop she could get for something she's doing. So we go to Walmart, get a mop, $4.95. Go up there to pay for the mop, and the lady goes, "You want to buy the protection on this?" You know what? I think we're going to risk it this time. All right. Got a 95% chance we're going to throw that away when we're done with it anyways. At our super Walmart, you can get your hair cut. They got everything. My buddy got his hair cut at Walmart. $20 for a haircut. Actually, $5 for a haircut. $15 for the hat you got to wear next 3 weeks. Got a doctor's office up at the Walmart. Holy smokes. People going in there. I was there the day they gave a guy 3 months to live in there. And he ended up getting hired as a door greeter once he walked out that door. I had to go get a flu shot one time. I didn't want to go to the doctor, and my wife goes, "Well, shoot, run up to Walmart. They're giving flu shots." Are you kidding me? I ain't getting a flu shot at Walmart. Dadgum, normally I got to get vaccinated before I go in there. Get a flu shot at Walmart. The flu's the last thing I'm worried about at Walmart, all right? Dadgum, they probably got Ebola behind a box in there somewhere I didn't know about. I was up there one time, there's a dude out front in a hazmat suit. I'm like, "Is it safe to go in there?" He goes, "Yeah, why?" I go, "You're in a hazmat suit." He goes, "I know, I work here. I'm collecting the carts." A couple years ago, my grandma, playing bingo at the fair, won her a spa package. But, I'll be honest, I think they gave her the wrong package. She said that she was able to tolerate the Botox, but during the Brazilian wax, she farted and blinded the attendant. Lord, I apologize for that right there, and be with the starving pygmies on the new game. Amen. I saw my grandma topless 2 weeks ago. Oh, that's the last time I let her drink before a concert. I'll tell you that much. It was embarrassing. It was windy out, so Her boobies was flying around like one of them inflatable wind dancers in front of an oil change shop, you know what I mean? It was horrible. The Oak Ridge boys didn't even want to do an encore after they saw that. Thanks a lot, Grandma. Your flapping titties just cost me an encore of Giddy Up Oom Papa Mau Mau right there, all right? I kid my grandma. My grandma's awesome. She's actually a widower. She's trying to meet some fellas now. She's on one of them elderly dating services. She went on the internet now. Metamucil Mingle. She's been on that for a while. I think she's on medical marijuana. I ain't sure, but she gave us a quilt the other day made out of Taco Bell wrappers, so there's something going on there. We almost lost my granddad. He's 93 years old. He almost passed away on us. We almost lost him on the toilet. He almost died on the toilet. Boy, what a way to go right there. Whew. Can you imagine dying on the toilet? I mean, what do you say to the relatives at the wake to make them feel better? I mean, that's a tough one there. Yeah. Mrs. Egerhoff, we're real sorry to hear about Ed, man. But at least he died doing what he loved, you know. That's the thing. We heard he fought till the bitter end, and that's the thing. He wasn't a quitter, so he got it out, and we're excited, and that's nice. And we're going to light a match tonight and remember him at midnight, and hopefully... I read a story one time, a fella got bit by a snake sitting on the toilet. He got interviewed and said, first thing I thought was I need to call animal control. That's the first thing he thought. If I got bit by something similar, first thing I'd think is, what the hell did I eat last night? Dadgum, my food's circling back on me here. But we almost lost my grandpa. He sat on one of them power flush toilets. You ever see them energy savers? You flush it, just go like that. I mean, if you sit on it flush, it'll put a hickey on your hind end, I'll guarantee it. It will. But he sat on there, flushed it, boom, left nut down the drain. I ain't kidding with you. True story. I wish it wasn't, but that's a true story. I'm trying to help him out. I'm trying to yank him off that thing right here. It's stuck in that little tube hole in there. It's like daggone Stretch Armstrong, like and finally, it come loose, slow motion, right at my daggum head. It hits me, boom, 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 boom. It was like them little knocker balls. You ever see them little knocker balls there? Boom, 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 boom. Bloodied my daggum nose. My wife's like, what's going on in here? His twig and berries went MMA on me is what happened in here. I have had it. So I won one of them big stuffed animals one time at the fair, which I hated because I'd carry it around the whole time. And I win something, and the guy goes, what do you want? And I said, well, give me that goofy-looking minion right there, that little minion. He says, what? I said, that goofy-looking minion with the purple hat right there. He goes, that's the manager. You ever ride the rides at the fair? They scare the heck out of me. My little boys, Daddy, can we ride the roller coaster? Yeah, we ain't riding the roller. You do realize, son, they put that up in an hour in a parking lot. All right? Probably got a bunch of parts left over on that daggone thing. Remember last Christmas when I got you that bicycle and put it together in 50 minutes and you got on it, the wheels fell off and you racked your nuts? Remember that whole deal right there? That's going to happen to you on that roller coaster right there. He's like, come on, Daddy. No, we're not doing it. That's it. So we're on the roller coaster there, and I was so mad, I almost puked on that thing. It went upside down. I get done, I go, you didn't tell me it went upside down. The guy running it goes, it's not supposed to. How about that Ferris wheel? You like that Ferris wheel? Who, me either. Oh, yeah, the Ferris wheel. That's a lot of fun, isn't it? Yeah. Nothing I like better in the whole world than being completely bored and terrified at the same time. Which, by the way, is the same thing my wife told me on her honeymoon right there. You ever get stuck on the Ferris wheel? Oh, man. I was up here with my kids. We was stuck. They was crying, freaking out, trying to calm them down. Don't worry, kids. We'll be all right. I'm sure that guy running it with 7 fingers and a pentagram tattoo. All right, I'm sure he'll have us down in no time here. As soon as he's done smoking that joint, I'm sure we'll be right down out of this deal. Anybody ever been to the fair on senior day? I went on senior day. Most popular ride on senior day is the ambulance on the way out of the fair. Dadgum, there's one leaving the scrambler every 2 minutes in there. Best part about senior day, though, it only lasts from 3:30 to 5, so that's a good thing. They got special prizes on senior day. I saw an old guy bust a balloon with a dart, and he won a pair of Depends with a picture of Def Leppard on it right there. The food's different on senior day, the fried foods. It's unbelievable. Anybody ever have fried Lipitor? They got a guy guesses your weight at the fair. They need somebody to guess your cholesterol level in there. I had a buddy of mine used to do that. He used to try to guess people's weight at the fair. I went with him one time, and this girl come up there. She goes, "What do you do?" He goes, "I guess people's weight." She goes, "How do you win?" I mean, she was a looker. You could tell. He said, "Well, I guess your weight, and then you get on a scale. If I'm 5 pounds either way, I win, you lose." She goes, "I'm on that." He's like, "All right, 317. She gets on there, "You lose, 345. I'm like, "He loses? Are you kidding me? I got John Deere attachments way less than you do right now. Congratulations, you're blimp worthy." But you can gain weight at the fair. It's all fried. You ever eat the corn dogs at the fair? Oh, I love them. Have you seen the size of the fair corn dogs? Holy smokes. I'm not saying they're big, but I was eating one at the rodeo when a horse come by and winked at me. We live in a great country, though. I tell you what, these people bitch about our country. This is an awesome country. You realize there's a buffet on every street corner in this country? Other people starving. You ever see that starving kid commercial? For 8 cents a day, you can feed a starving child. 8 cents a day? Dadgum, you can't keep a gerbil alive for 8 cents a day. Dadgum, I go through $270 a day and I'm on a diet. Reading an article in the paper the other day. Fella jumped off some mountain with one of them kites, Batman kites, and it didn't work, and he slammed into something that killed him. And it said, "Diver dies because of freak accident." That ain't a freak accident. You jumped off a building with a kite on your back. That's a dumbass accident is what that is. A freak accident. Ain't a freak. I'll tell you what a freak accident is. You're down there at the local, Stop and Shop down there and getting gas, and unbeknownst to you, there's 2 clowns in a knife fight, and one of them falls and stabs you in the face. That's a freak accident right there, all right? Read another article one time. This is why I don't like polls. I seen an article, they said they polled in Washington, D.C. They polled 2,500 women. Said, now that Bill Clinton's way older, would you sleep with Bill Clinton? Unbelievable. 94% said not again. Thank you. Good night. Thank you so much. Good night. Thank you. All right. I'll stay. All right. You convinced me. I'm going to hang out for a while. Remain seated. Stupid polls. Well, the polls indicate. I ain't never been polled. You ever been polled? I've been polled. There's only one poll I ever trusted. That's the polls I do at my shows. And I done one last night, and I believe this. I polled all my audience last night. 87% of them said at this point in time during my show, they want their money back. I've been, use one of the 13%. 87, 13. Yeah, 13% right there. Yeah, right? I know my daggum math. You know, I work a lot of fairs. I love working fairs. It's awesome because I grew up in fairs, and I love fairs. What has happened to the clientele at the fairs lately, though? Holy smokes, I was up there the other day. There's a dude walking like he's bleeding from the nose, you know, walking like he got a daggum fart stuck sideways, heading down that thing down there. Looked like a Greyhound bus overturned. He came walking in trying to get help or something. I mean, it's unbelievable at these fairs. By the way, anybody ever ride a Greyhound bus? I used to ride them back in the early days of comedy. Holy smokes, only thing slower than a Greyhound bus is the people on the daggum bus. They're a good value, though. I went from Sanford, Florida, all the way to Lincoln, Nebraska one time. $49. Oh, man. 119 days. Holy smokes. And the big selling point at the time was now with more leg room, what they needed was more headroom so I could have hung myself halfway through the trip. My mother-in-law last month won $400 in a hot dog eating contest. It's unbelievable. $400. 40 hot dogs in 10 minutes she ate. I couldn't believe it. My mother-in-law, not talking for 10 minutes. I know. Oh, she talks. I know. She can talk. She's the only woman at the beach getting melanoma on her tongue. All right, I guarantee. I'm not a big gambler. My grandma, holy mackerel. I'm not saying she's addicted to blackjack, but she's got a medical alert bracelet on that says, in case of emergency, split the kings. My wife likes to go with me when I go to Las Vegas because she likes to go see the Chippendales. Yeah. You know why she likes going to the Chippendales? She didn't marry very good. She married a Chunkendale. She gives me money to put my clothes back on, but she does. I like going out there to Las Vegas. That's where you see all the 1970s, 80s classic rock bands singing out there. Now, I like them bands. Hey, only difference between seeing them bands now and 30 years ago, go backstage, smell like pot everywhere. Now it smells like pot and Bengay. You go back to them things. They all still got long hair, too. Ain't that something? Unfortunately, it's coming out their nose and ears on most of them fellas in there. Here's one thing you never want to hear a classic rock band say when you go to the concert. Here's one off our new album. Honey, let's go get a beer. Nobody wants to hear that shit. I went to see Molly Hatchet one time. That was awesome right there. I like old Molly Hatchet. You know what was cool about it? After the concert was over, true story, I got to go in the lobby and take a picture with all the cardboard cutouts of the original members. I like going to the buffets out there, the casino buffets. They delicious. You ever been to the all-you-can-eat pasta buffet at the casino? Holy smokes, that's the day I got red flagged by the plumbers union right there. I tell you what. Ooh, I had to keep a hard hat by the toilet for 3 weeks after I went in there. You ever use all the paper and have to end up finishing it with the tube? Have you ever done that at all, anybody? I haven't done it. I'm asking if you've had to do that. I ain't done that. We got a winner right here. We got a winner. People got no manners at them daggum buffets. There was a guy actually sitting at the buffet. Pissed me off. I walk up there. You know you ain't supposed to stick your face right in the deck. Ooh, I felt bad. He was in a wheelchair. Oh, man. Believe me, I felt bad. Not as bad as I felt, though, when I pushed him out of the way. I'll tell you that. Get out of the way, roller boy. I'm about to make some bad decisions right here. I love that Golden Corral. That's a good restaurant right there. Oh, that is good in there. They ought to have a scoring system at Golden Corral like they do in bowling, you know. You walk in there to eat, they put your name up on the TV screen and show everybody how much food you ate after 10 trips to the buffet. You can pick teams and compete with other fat folks in there. That'd be something. Hey, sweetheart, where's my stretch pants? It's league night at Golden Corral tonight. I seen a couple get engaged at the Golden Corral. Hey, fellas, here's a tip. If you're going to ask your girl to marry you at a Golden Corral, get down on 2 knees and do it so she can't kick you in the nuts.
안녕하세요. 또 구름입니다. 오늘 우리는 다시 간음에 대해 이야기하고 있습니다. 맙서사, 어떻게 해야 하나요? 제가 이 주제를 가장 좋아하는 것 같아서 채널에 이런 이야기가 너무 많아요. 여러분, 듣기 지루하시죠? 그럼 오늘 여주인공이 어떻게 침착하게 상황을 잘 대처했는지 댓글과 함께 알려주세요. 이제 이야기를 들어보세요. 늦은 밤, 우연히 같은 도시의 뉴스 섹션에서 매우 뜨거운 게시물을 보았습니다. 롤모델이 강사로서 좀 부족하다는 생각이 듭니다. 그렇다면 오피가 슈퍼모델에 대해 글을 쓰고 그의 핵심 연구 분야조차 이해하지 못한다면 어떻게 해야 할까요? 예전에는 이 커플을 정말 좋아했어요. 그는 집에 있고 그녀는 경박하고 천박한 스타일의 빅토리아 시크릿 파자마를 입고 있습니다. 다들 이해하셨나요? 아래는 요청에 응답한 사람입니다. 오피는 와이파이를 지원합니다. 꼭 TV에 올릴 필요는 없었지만 좋은 선생님과 학생의 사랑 이야기도 담았습니다. 그럼 교수님한테 직접 가서 얘기해보세요. 사람들이 관심을 갖고 있는지 보러 가시나요? 오피는 즉시 이의를 제기했습니다. 정말 재밌어요. 선생님, 저도 매일 어머니께 애프터눈 티를 가져다 달라고 부탁한다고 말할 필요가 없습니다. 그 사람은 아직 임신 중이에요. 남편이 먹으라고 만들어준 것 같아요. 결과 모든 것이 내 뱃속으로 들어갔습니다. 모두가 그가 내 말의 의미를 짐작했습니다. 아니, 내가 요리한 건 우동인데 짠맛이 나는데 그건 좀 아니지 않나. 지금까지 부사님은 자신이 만든 음식이 맛있다고 늘 칭찬해 오셨습니다. 그러나 디프 서즈데이는 이에 동의하고 눈살을 찌푸렸습니다. 이것은 단지 작은 문제가 아닙니다. 그가 수많은 실험을 지도했을 때 그렇습니다. 그녀는 너무 피곤해서 기억이 잘못되어 나를 바라보며 꿈을 꾸었습니다. 단지 이것 때문에 그를 의심한다고 말하지 마세요. 남편의 얼굴이 얼마나 매력적인지 모르는 것은 아닙니다. 좋아, 그녀는 그에게 달라붙고 싶었어. 그 예쁜 여자가 단지 관심을 끌기 위해.